Harlequin Special Releases and HarperAudio present Omega Sector Collection by Janie Crouch, featuring Stealth, performed by Brandon Massey; Covert, performed by Chris Brinkley; Conceal, performed by Caitlin Kelly; and Secret, performed by Alex Knox. Stealth.
Chapter 1. Cameron Branson had been telling the lies so long, he was afraid they were becoming truth to him. "Look, Tom, I don't have a lot of time." Cameron barked quietly into his cell phone as he sat on a bench and looked out at Washington, D.C.'s Potomac River. Joggers ran by in front of him, and a mother chased a squealing toddler, but Cameron paid them no mind. He especially paid no attention to the man sitting on the other side of the bench next to him, who was also on his cell phone while glancing at a newspaper. Except neither man was actually talking on his cell phone. They were talking to each other. "Protocol dictates that we meet twice a week unless circumstances prove it impossible," Cameron was reminded by Tom. "Yeah, well, I don't have a whole lot of concern about protocol right at this moment. What I care about is bringing down the SOB who killed Jason." Tom sighed and turned the page on his newspaper without ever looking at Cameron. "You've been under a long time, Cam, and you missed our last 2 scheduled meetings. I can only cover for you so much before higher-ups start noticing." "Well, it's not always easy getting away from the bad guys so we can have our chats." Cameron all but sneered. He knew his anger at Tom was misplaced, but couldn't seem to keep his irritation under control. He just wanted to get back to work. "Everybody knows your undercover work in DS-13 is critical for us and for you personally, but it's important for us to do things by the book." Cameron sighed, but didn't say what was on his mind. Doing things by the book was probably what had gotten Cameron's previous partner killed. "All right, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better." Cameron almost believed it as he said it. "Is everything still on for tomorrow's buy?" "Yeah, it should go without a hiccup. Just make sure the warehouse stays clear." "Cameron, I needed to meet with you about something else." Tom closed his newspaper and then reopened it. He seemed to be hesitating. Cameron knew this was bad. He'd never known his handler to be at a loss for words. "The parameters of your mission have changed." "Damn. How so?" "Taking the members and leader of DS-13 into custody is no longer your primary objective, for neither their black market activities nor their presumed part in your partner's death." "Damn it, Tom." "I know, Cameron, but recent intel notified us that DS-13 has obtained new encoding transmitting technologies that they'll be selling to terrorists." Cameron sighed and waited for Tom to continue. "It's called Ghost Shell. This technology is like nothing we've ever seen. It could cripple communication within government agencies. It would give multiple terrorist groups the edge they've been looking for, and open us up to attacks all over the country. It's critical that this technology doesn't make it to the black market." "Why isn't the cyber terrorism unit on this?" Cameron murmured with a sigh. "It's beyond cyber terrorism now. Straight into terrorism. Besides, it's already out in the open, and since you're already neck-deep in DS-13... Cameron just shook his head. He knew what Tom said was true. Technology like this in DS-13's hands, the group was solely focused on financial gain, was bad, but in the hands of terrorist groups who were intent on destruction and loss of life, it would mean disaster. "Roger that, Tom. Change of primary objective confirmed. I'll be in touch when I know something." Cameron got up from the bench and walked away. Tom stayed, as Cameron knew he would, pretending to talk on his cell phone a while longer as he looked at the paper. Yeah, Cameron's primary objective had changed, but he'd be damned if he'd let justice for his partner's memory suffer because of it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?